Welcome back to the story Love and Eyes. Today, chapter 3 When Silence Finally Spoke. Did you watch the second chapter? If not, go and check it out. Back to the story. Chapter 3 When Silence Finally Spoke. The third day didn't arrive with butterflies, it arrived with something quieter, something steadier, like a decision that had been slowly forming inside Arjun without him realizing it. He was not confused anymore. He was not questioning why he noticed her. He had accepted it. Some people walk into your life like noise, some like meaning, and Anika felt like meaning. That morning he didn't rush, he didn't overthink his clothes or rehearse imaginary conversations like people usually do before talking to someone they like. Instead, he carried a simple thought with him. Today I will speak, not impress, not perform, just speak. The classroom welcomed him with its usual chores, but today he didn't search for her immediately. For the first time, he sat down, took a deep breath, and let the moment sense. Then, naturally, same place, same calmness, but today something felt slightly different. He was not looking outside, he was looking at her notebook past, like her thoughts were somewhere else. Maybe even she gets lost sometime. Arjun thought the lecture began. But today his focus was not scattered, it was clear, not on the subject, but on his intention. Time moved slowly, almost teasing him. Finally, the bell rang. Students stood up, voice filled the room again. Bags shuffled, chairs moved. This was the moment Arjun stood up too. His steps were not fast, not dramatic, just steady. One step, two steps, closer, closer, until he was right beside her. For a brief second, he hesitated, not out of her fear, but out of respect for the silence he carried. And then softly, hi. It was not loud, it was not perfect, but it was real. Anika looked up, their eyes meet again, but this time it was not just a galaxy, it stayed, just a little longer than before. Hi, she replied. Her voice was the same as he remembered, calm, clear, no extra effect, no unnecessary emotion, just genuine. I am Arjun, he said, even part of him. No, she might already know. I know, she said quietly. That caught him off guard. You do. She nodded slightly, attendance. A small smile escaped him, simple, unexpected. For a moment, neither of them spoke, but this silence was different. It was not distance, it was not unknown. It felt comfortable, like two strangers slowly becoming familiar without forcing it. You don't talk too much, right? Arjun asked, immediately wondering if that sounded wrong. But Anika didn't react negatively. I talk when it needed, she said. Fair enough. That answer carried more personality than a long conversation ever could. Arjun nodded. That's actually nice. And you? She asked, tilted her head slightly. You observe a lot. This time he was surprised. Am I that obsessive? A little, she said. There it was, not a smile, but something close to it, something that lived just at the corner of her lips. Like she was not used to showing it fully, and somehow that made it more special. Sorry if that was weird, she said. It wasn't, she replied, and just like that, the tension that never existed disappeared. They didn't talk for long, no deep love stories, no dramatic confessions, just a few simple lines. But those lines felt like the beginning of something that didn't need to rush. As they walked out of the classroom together, not exactly side by side, not exactly apart, Arjun realized something quietly. He was not curious anymore, he was connected. Not fully, not deeply, but enough to know this was not just a passing moment. And as Anika stepped slightly ahead, the sunlight catching her again like the first day. She turned for a brief second, not fully, just enough, and said, see you tomorrow, Arjun. No hesitation, no awkwardness, just certainty. Arjun stood there for a moment, watching her walk away, and this time he smiled, because now it was not just her eyes he remembered. It was her voice, her presence, her simplicity. And the way she made silence feel like something beautiful, because sometimes love doesn't arrive loudly. It walks in quietly, sits beside you, and says the simplest word, hi. Let's see what will happen in Arjun and Anika's life. See you tomorrow with chapter 4. Until then, good night. Don't forget to subscribe.